Hey guys, welcome to another how-to video with Matt. Today I'm going to show you how to make a simple nesting box out of scrap plywood. But first you're going to need a few things. Alright guys, so to get started you're going to need to of course have your scrap plywood right here. And me, I have this 3/4 inch plywood right here guys. So that's perfect for what I'm going to be using it for. And then you get yourself a skill saw. You need to get yourself a tape measure, a pen or a pencil. You need to get yourself a chalk box. You also need to get yourself a impact driver, and I recommend using 3/4 inch number 2 screws for this project, guys. Alright, so of course the first thing I want to do is just look around and see here. See, these boards wasn't cut evenly, right? They're all, you can see right here, it comes about right here, and then it goes in real deep and then comes back out. So it's not all straight, so we're going to fix that, right? So what I'm going to do is just pull the tape down and look for a good decent size measurement that we can go off of. So in this case right here, 3 foot would be perfect. So I'm just going to mark at 3 foot right here. Then I'm going to go to the other side of the board and pull and mark 3 feet also, guys, and we'll mark that with our chalk box and go ahead and cut that off. Then what we'll do is measure from the inside right here. We'll go 12 inches. Just like that, and we'll cut out that board and we'll cut out that board and get as many 12-inch pieces as we can out of this. Alright, so you can see I went ahead and got my 3 feet pulled right here and made my chalk line. So now what I'm going to do is just pull off the top right here, and we'll go 12 inches on the first one. Then I'm going to come down here also to the back side. I want to mark that at 12 inches also, guys, and then we're going to go ahead and pop a chalk line right there. That'll be our first 2 cuts that we'll do. We'll go ahead and cut this piece off right here to get our straight edge. Then we'll go ahead and slice that off, and then once we slice that piece off, then we'll pull our tape back another 12 inches, do that again, and then we should have room for one more down there. Alright, so let's just go ahead and cut those marks now. Alright guys, so I got that piece cut off now. So now what I want to do again, like I said, is we're going to pull back and do another 12 inches on the same run. Go ahead and mark it down here. Mark 12 down there, pull your chalk line, and then go ahead and cut that board too. So we got both of our top and bottom pieces over here. So now we need our middle and side pieces, guys. So we want to cut out 12 by 12 squares. So I just want to use the rest of this scrap piece of wood right here. And I got another little scrap piece of plywood that I'll use to finish it out. But all you need to do is just measure from one side 12 inches. Come down right here, measure out 12 inches. And then you want to come and pull up right here and measure out 12 inches. Measure there again at this other end, 12 inches. So once you've measured out 12, 12, and 12, you can connect your lines using your string, and then you can cut those out, and you'll need 4 of those. So now that we have all of our boards cut, I want to take my top and bottom board real quick. And I just want to take a tape measure and just want to come and pull down and mark 1 foot. 12 inches here, and then I want to come on to this side and do 12 inches on this side. Right, then what I want to do is flip it over to this side, do the same exact thing from this end and pull 12 inches, and then mark 12 inches again. Alright, and that's going to be our center marks right there for our side pieces and inside pieces. So you know your 2 sides will go on this and this end, but your other 2 side pieces, that way you can line them up right there, just like that. So what you need to do is go ahead and do that to your top piece right here. Go ahead and mark your 1 foot on each end right there. Then we'll be ready to put those pieces in. So next thing I want to do, guys, is go ahead and screw it together. So it doesn't matter which board you start with. I like to just start with the middle board. It just helps give it some balance once you get a screw in there. So what I like to do is just take it, flip it up on its side just like this. And then I'll line up my board on my line that I made. Just like that. And once I get it lined up, I'll shoot a screw in it. Then I will line it up on the bottom just to make sure that we're nice and level. Alright, and let it down, and then I'll go ahead and shoot a screw into that. Alright, so that is our first board on there, guys. So you just need to go and repeat that for your other 3 boards, one in the middle right here and your 2 sides. Then you'll be ready to take your top piece and flip it on the top and line up the 2 end pieces first, screw those together, and then you'll be ready to screw the middle pieces together. Okay, so I'm just going to finish it up over here, screwing some screws in this corner. Just always want to double check, make sure everything's nice and flush. Alright, so that is, could be the top or the bottom, guys. It doesn't really matter, as you can see. Here we go. So now I'm ready to install the other part. Just like that right there. Alright, so I flipped over the assembled part and put the loose top on right here, guys. So I'm just going to go around it, line up one side right here real good, go to the other side, make sure it's lined up real good, then we'll go around and shoot some screws all around. Now we have all of this assembled, it's all put together. So what we need to do now is make a back for it, guys. And the easiest thing I think there is to do to make a back, because sometimes stuff can get a little off when you're cutting plywood and stuff, is just take your piece, lay it on the straight edge of some plywood, like right here. Let me show you down here. Straight edge of some plywood. And then you just want to flip it over to your flattest side that you've got, and just line it up with that plywood, guys, just like that right there, and line it up down here on the end, and take you a pen and trace out this entire box, and then cut out that exact piece, and that'll be your back piece. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that now. Like I said, I'm lining it up at the edge right here, and I'm gonna trace it out and cut that out, and that'll be our back piece. All right, so once you have traced out and cut out your back piece, you just need to turn your piece over exactly the way you cut it out and line it up on your edges, guys, just like that, and then go around and shoot you some screws all around. And you ain't gotta do it like go crazy, just shoot you some in the corners, maybe 3 or 4 on each side run right here, and that's plenty. Alright, so the back is now put on, so now I can go and screw this up in my chicken coop, and I'll put some little wood chips in there, guys, and see how it looks. Alright guys, so there you have it. There is the nesting box now mounted, and I got some little wood chips in there for them to lay eggs inside of, guys. I hope you enjoyed the video. Let me know down in the comments if you tried to make one also, and I will see you in the next video. Be sure to hit that like button down below, guys, and subscribe if you haven't already. Until next time, peace.